hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
And welcome, everyone, to another presentation of School of the Osage High School Sports. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West on camera for us tonight, and Mike Forever Young back in the studio as we are live here for the first Bank of the Lake pregame show in the Kelly's Port Marina press box as the School of the Osage Indians are on the winner's side of the bracket, the 3 seed in the 95th annual Eldon Tournament. And they are going to take on the 2 seed Eugene Eagles. Osage getting the win last night. Of course, first round games pushed back a couple days because of the weather that came into town. And we got first round action in last night, and Osage got that win over the 6 seed Camdenton Lakers, a game in which Osage trailed for most of the game until taking the lead shortly before the fourth quarter and then never looking back. And then if you stuck around on MoSportsZone.com or listened over on KS95.com, you heard the Eugene Eagles get a big win over the Eldon Mustangs to move into this matchup here tonight, where the winner will move on and play for a championship on Saturday. It is going to be a tough road to climb tonight, Steve, for the School of the Osage Indians. Eugene, the defending champions in their class, and they have not lost a lot. They looked great last night against the Mustangs. It's going to be a tough game tonight for the Indians.
Yeah, they've only got 3 losses on the season, and they're coming in on a 6-game winning streak. And, you know, they're pretty familiar with this tournament. They're pretty familiar with Osage. You look at our history, according to Misha, we've got 5 wins against Eugene to their 26. So they are pretty comfortable playing against the Indians. They're not intimidated at all. In fact, I think they get pretty excited about playing the bigger school. And I think Coach Engelbrecht being at Osage a few years ago kind of stoked that rivalry a little bit as well. It's been, I think, since 2022 since Osage got a win against the Eagles. And I think that was on their floor, and I think we called that game.
Yeah, I think they were ranked number 1 in state at that time. A huge win. That was when Coach Engelbrecht was coaching with us. Now the Indians will look to get a win here tonight against a very talented Eugene team and move into the championship game on Saturday. Of course, we saw last night Jackson Long dealing with an illness as he did not play in the second half of that game. And you know Long has to be sick to miss basketball like that. I don't believe we're going to see Jackson Long here again tonight, Steve.
No, I don't. You know, we got to see him on the floor for a few minutes in that first half. Not going to see him at all even suited up here. And so we're going to see how that, you know, we could certainly use his shooting against such a talented team like the Eagles. But, you know, here's what I was impressed by the Indians last night. So once we figured out, hey, we're not going to have Long, then we just made the adjustments we need to make. And players stood up that we needed to kind of fill that gap. And we came back, come behind, win, down by 9 at halftime. There's a 9-0 run to start that third quarter and tied it up. Got over the hump, got the win there. So it'll be interesting to see how the Indians respond, knowing, hey, we don't have Jackson Long. We got to fill that hole. How are we going to adjust here?
Indeed, it should be a challenging hole to fill, and it's a tough game to have that in. You know, you might have just said that there. I had my headset off talking to our sister station trying to work out the logistics of this electronic situation we have going on up here, because you can find the live video feed of this game on MoSportsZone.com as well as on YouTube. Find the MoSportsZone channel on there. Go to the live tab. You can find live games from Eugene, Eldon, Versailles, Osage, Camdenton, Waynesville. I could go on forever. MoSportsZone, they cover all kinds of teams in the local area action. You can also find it on the Cool 102.7 Facebook page. There are a lot of options if you want to watch the Indians go up against the Eagles tonight and try and move to the championship game on Saturday. And we'll have the call for you, whether it be the third place game or the first place game for School of the Osage. And I believe MoSportsZone might have almost all the games covered on Saturday. I think the Camdenton crew is supposed to be back for the games on Saturday. So that would mean, I think, depending on what happens here, all those games should be covered, because the consolation game is set. 7th and 8th place are going to take on each other. Versailles and Eldon. Camdenton and Fatima winners tonight. They'll play in the 5th place game. So I believe that the Camdenton crew will have the call for that one. And whether or not the Indians or the Eagles advance, I believe we'll have the call for both those games on Saturday as well. It'll be a full day of the 95th annual Eldon Tournament on MoSportsZone on Saturday. You excited, Steve?
I'm excited. You know, I want to see what they got to bring. You know, this Eugene team's a talented team, scoring about 66 points a game, about 10 less than what Osage is scoring, but boy, their defense, they're only giving up, what am I looking here, 48 points a game. That's some impressive defense here. What we can't do here tonight is have a quarter like that first quarter, only, dropping like about 10 or 11 points here. I think we got a quarter like that. We may just be looking at Eugene running off in the distance away from us. So,
well, here's the thing, too, and this is just from what I saw and listened to last night. Camdenton did a good job against Osage, really dictating the pace, slowing the Indians down, forcing them to play their style. I don't think Eugene has any qualms in playing the fast pace that Osage wants to play. And I think that some points throughout this, they're going to play that pace maybe even a little bit more efficient and smoother than the Indians play it. So pace, I think, is going to be important tonight. It was important last night, and it was that quick pace that led the Indians to an 11-point win last night. But if they want to go fast against these Eagles are going to be more than happy to go fast with them, Steve.
For sure. You know what, the Eagles, and I've not seen them this year, but in years past, they shoot well from beyond the arc, and they usually have a pretty strong presence in the paint as well. They can play that inside-outside game. I kind of wonder what we have to offer on the outside with Jackson Long, his absence here. We did a pretty good job compensating for that against the Lakers here. We didn't necessarily need the three ball to beat them. I don't know. I think maybe we need to be knocking some shots down from the arc to keep up with these Eagles.
Well, I think between Bush and Deerhoff, we're going to have our hands full on the inside, too. We've seen a couple times this season where Harrison has given up some size on the interior and really had to work to get his buckets, and that could be no different tonight, especially with this talented duo of Bush and Deerhoff on the interior. Harrison going to have his hands full here.
Looking down here at the bench, trying to get a feel for the starters. As we predicted, Jackson Long not going to be part of the action tonight. It looks like Brady Clark's going to be starting in his stead here. Starting for the Osage Indians, we got the Blake Show, senior Blake Harrison. We've got the Magician, senior Maverick Trusty. We've got the Iceman, senior Brady Clark. We've got attorney at ball, senior Luke Wolf. And we've got the floor general, junior Tanner Willoughby.
School of the Osage posted a video today where Luke Wolf was the spotlight student. I asked him before the game, why didn't he mention his cool nickname that we gave him? And he said they recorded that long before he got that nickname. I said, don't ruin the magic of TV for me, Luke. That they recorded a long time ago.
Does Luke like his nickname?
He seemed to be okay with it. Starting lineup being introduced for the home Eagles. It's going to be Chase Richard, as well as the big man in the middle, the aforementioned Austin Deerhoff, Trenton Loggy. Who am I missing out there? Ethan Wunderlich. I feel like I've been saying Wunderlich for the last 7 or 8 seasons. We keep that up here tonight. I'm missing one, but I don't see who it is. Do you? Oh, Dawson Bush. So Deerhoff and Harrison set to tip this one off and get this game underway.
Already Harrison looks a little outsized here at the tip-off here. We don't see that very often.
And Eugene will control the tip, and they'll start with the basketball. It'll be Wunderlich bringing it up, picked up by Maverick. Now, Steve, all season long, Osage has pretty much switched on all screens, but with such a size disparity all around the Eagles starting lineup, I wouldn't anticipate a lot of switches tonight. They don't want to put themselves in a situation where Deerhoff is posting up Willoughby.
Oh, that's no good, yeah.
Going on the interior now. That pass goes inside to Richard.
Nice deflection by Harrison there. As he was going up for the shot, he just kind of sticks his hand in the cookie jar, knocks it out of bounds.
Still tied up at 0 here early on in this first quarter, brought to you by Rock Island Insurance. Deerhoff hands it out. Bush will have it. Gives it over to Richard. Now Wunderlich with it up top, picked up by Wolf. Dribbles in, picks it up, kicks it out in the corner. Three-pointer up, front iron, no good. Rebound knocked around, and Maverick Trusty's going to wind up with it for the Indians. They'll cross the timeline, and they'll get into their offense now. Harrison with it at 12. Kicks it out to Willoughby. Over to Maverick on the wing. Three-pointer up. Right iron. No good. And Deerhoff just goes up above everyone and takes that rebound away. Coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the first. Still no score. Wunderlich. Tough shot in the lane. No good. Rebound corralled by the Eagles and back up and in for the first points of the night. We saw offensive rebounds be a bit of an issue for the Lakers last night in that game as they picked up quite a few. Now Maverick gets the triple on the other end to put Osage out in front, 3-2. And Maverick, a player that's likely going to have to step up his scoring just a tick, but he has been playing well the last 6 or 7 games for School of the Osage.
Well, that's his second attempt at the three tonight, knocking down that second one. Nice work.
Clark Good post-up defense, but Bush misses the shot and tracks down his own offensive rebound, trying to kick it out, but Willoughby knocks it away. It'll stay here with the Eagles. And already, Eugene, when the shot goes up, they are running to the rim. Opportunities for the Indians if they can corral a rebound to get back in transition. 3-2, 6:30 left to go here in the first. Eugene with the basketball, down by 1. Richard has it up top, picks up his dribble, looking for help, now gives it over to Bush. Wunderlich off the handoff, picked up by Maverick. Wants him to go left, fights through a screen. Wunderlich backs in, kicks it out. Eugene taking their time on this possession. Three-pointer up on the wing, it's long. The right place, right time is Deerhoff. He misses the putback, gets his own rebound once again. That ball hangs on the rim and finally falls. And I believe that's already 5 offensive rebounds for the Eugene Eagles early on in this one. Luke Wolf with it, 14-footer on the baseline, back iron, no good. Rebound tracked down by Bush. He'll bring it across the timeline, now kicks it back behind the defense to Deerhoff. Deerhoff hands it off, three-pointer up, front iron, no good. Rebound tipped and corralled, now taken back by Bush as Osage tries to tip it out and keep control of it. Lost a handle on it, and for the easy putback, 6-3 now. Harrison back in his man in against this zone, hands it off to Wolf. Wolf out in the corner to Maverick. His three-pointer is up, rims around and falls. And Trusty with another 3 to tie this one up at 6.
Trusty 2 for 3 from three-point land here so far tonight.
Wunderlich getting into his man there. They're going to say a jump ball as Luke Wolf got his hand on the basketball and the shot. Wunderlich tried to shoot into contact. Osage didn't give it to him. Wolf got his hand on the basketball to jump ball back to the Indians with the score tied up. Almost 5 minutes left to go here in the first.
Yeah, Wolf just staying home, playing smart defense there. Nice call by the officials as well.
Now Maverick with it on the wing. Goes to Brady Clark in the corner. Luke Wolf, 14-footer, shot off the back rim, no good. Weak side rebound down to the Eagles.
Boy, I tell you, getting those mid-range jumpers to fall would really help us.
Yeah, because Eugene's playing that 2-3 zone against us, trying to force Osage to get something from the outside. But that mid-range jumper is where it's at. There's a quick answer from Richard, though, wide open on the wing. Put Eugene back in front by 3. Now Maverick dribbles in off a screen. Floater up off the rim, no good. Rebound down to the Eagles. This is Wunderlich with it. Hands it out in the corner to Richard. Richard will dribble it back out. Picked up by Clark. Wunderlich with it once again. Has Trusty in front of him. He'll take the triple and good. And Wunderlich got just the space he needs to double the score on the Indians. 12-6 now.
Well, Trusty just right there in his face, and he just, hey, I'm just pulling the trigger.
Willoughby picks up his dribble, goes inside to Wolf. Wolf trying to go back out to Harrison. That ball stolen. Now thrown up ahead, reverse layup, good. Eugene adds to this lead.
14-6 in favor of the Eagles. 3:47 left in this first period.
Clark picks up his dribble, goes to Willoughby in the corner. Wolf to Clark. He'll step into a 3, front iron, no good. Ball bounces off right to Richard.
Not getting many second chances on the offensive end here for Osage. The Eagles are tracking down all the defensive rebounds on that side.
Both sides. A lot of offensive rebounds, too, for Eugene so far. Another 3 up. Back iron, no good, and another offensive rebound. Lost a handle on the basketball. Maverick corrals it. Now Harrison winds up with it. Blake will bring it up. Dribbles between multiple defenders. Lost a handle on it. Ball on the deck, trying to corral it. I think they're going to say he was laying on the inbound, or the end line, excuse me. So turnover back to the Eagles. 14-6 on the scoreboard.
We got Wolf and Clark getting their first breather of the night. Marshall and Wall out here on the floor for the Indians.
Wunderlich with it. Gives it over to Deerhoff, who puts up the triple and gets it to go. And Deerhoff, we saw him do that last night against the Mustangs, and he hits the 3 here tonight to make it an 11-point game, 17-6. Maverick splits defenders, finds Wall right at the basket. They're going to say he was fouled on the shot attempt, and he'll go the line.
Karenberg picking up the foul there. His first of the night.
First free throw rims off, no good. Second free throw falls for Wall, makes it a 10-point game, 17-7. 2:47 left to go here in this first quarter, brought to you by Rock Island Insurance. Eugene out in front by 10. They have looked good here in the first quarter. Wunderlich working on Maverick, trying to go inside. Marshall trying to deny that entry pass, kind of does so. Forces Bush out on the exterior. Wunderlich will get it back, and they'll reset. Over to Deerhoff. Deerhoff back out to Wunderlich. Now back out to Deerhoff. Pump fakes the three. Both he and Harrison go down. Flat tires. Must be a bunch of nails out there, Steve. Both players go down with flat tires, and it winds up being a turnover as they call Deerhoff for the travel.
Just a little bit of a late whistle. People going to the ground there, having to call something.
Willoughby over to Maverick. He'll step into a long three. Back iron, no good. Rebound hits the floor, and Traeger Carrender picks it up. Now Wunderlich will bring it up. Tough 12-footer up and over Tyler Marshall, and that's what Ethan Wunderlich does.
He's got 5 on the night.
Very athletic basketball player. Willoughby splits 2 defenders, gets the floater in the lane, the 8-footer to go. Makes it a 10-point game once again, 1:42 left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, Willoughby saying, I'm not afraid of the paint. Just dribbles right there among the Giants, and just a nice little drop shot, teardrop there, making it fall.
Wunderlich spins in. Tough shot, no good. Offensive rebound down to Nolan Wilbers. He kicks it out. Deerhoff for 3, and finally Osage corrals a defensive board, but then they throw it back behind the defense, and it's picked off by Deerhoff. Deerhoff up ahead to Wunderlich. Wunderlich takes some contact as he puts a shot up on the rim. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Willoughby picking up the foul. His first of the night.
$1:15 left to go here in this first quarter. 19-9 on the scoreboard. Wunderlich at the free throw line for the Eagles. And first free throw, no good. Second free throw crawls over the front of the rim and drops to make it an 11-point game. Coming up on a minute to go here in the first. Maverick with it up top. Picks up his dribble, looking for some help. Cross-court pass over to Tyler Marshall. Marshall works baseline. They're going to call him for a double dribble there as he tried to make his move going towards the rim there. And now Keaton Engelbrick checks in for the Eagles as Deerhoff takes a seat. Likely the regular rotation for a coaching staff that has Craig Engelbrick on it. We saw it for a couple years at school at the Osage. They got this rotation down. They know who's coming in when. Ball lost underneath the basket, knocked away, but they're going to say off Eugene. That's Wilbers. That had it and lost it.
Yeah, credit to Willoughby there again, sticking his. Well, he can create some havoc just with his quick hands.
Now Willoughby will bring it up for School of the Osage. Eugene sticking with their 2-3 zone. Marshall has it on the wing. Goes to Harrison up top. They're extending that 2-3 out now. Harrison dribbles in. He's going to fake the pass the wall, then goes up. We're going to say he got hit on the arm, and he'll go to the free throw lines.
Engelbrecht picking up the foul. His first of the night.
First free throw from Harrison is good. Makes it a 10-point game, 20-10. 29 seconds left to go here in the first.
First point for Harrison here, breaking the ice.
Both free throws good.
20-11 in favor of the Eagles. 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
Wunderlich with it, picked up by Marshall. Looking to get a screen. Now goes away from it. Ball goes on the wing. Loggy with it. Up top to Richard. Trying to go inside to Wunderlich. They're going to say a push foul. Not sure if it was on Marshall or Maverick there, and that'll put Wunderlich back at the free throw line. Wunderlich getting that ball right around 15 feet, and he's looking to go right at Willoughby, Marshall, Trusty, whoever's on him. He's going into the contact. This time he draws the foul on Marshall, and he's at the line for 2.
Marshall picking up his first.
Wunderlich 1 for 2 at the line last time. Gets the first one to go.
He's got 7.
Second free throw is good. Makes it 22-11. Now Maverick has it back behind the defense. Inside to Harrison at 13. Trying to go inside the wall. That pass tip knocked away. Eugene has it. They kick it up ahead. And the shot is on the rim and good as time expires to make it 24-11 after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a break. Come back with the second after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere. In the care of a nurse and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists in research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
There's a place where you're treated with honesty and respect. A place that believes in you and your community too. A place that wants to help you grow and succeed. A place that is built on giving you friendly, reliable service tailored to you. That place is Mid-America Bank.
We're a bank that's good for you and your community too. Mid-America Bank.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
This is Osage Indians Basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West on camera, Mike Forever Young back in the studio. 1 quarter of play in the books here in the 95th annual Eldon Tournament second round, and School of the Osage finds themselves down after 8 minutes, 24-11 to the Eugene Eagles. Winner goes on to play in the championship game on Saturday.
Hey, anytime you give up 24 points in a quarter, you know, that's not what you're dialing up defensively. That's not what you want to have happen. So we got to stop the bleeding there just a bit.
Eugene will start this quarter with the basketball. This second quarter brought to you by American Sun Control. This is Bush with it up top, picked up by Clark. Kicks it out in the corner. Three-pointer is up and good.
Boy, they just stretch, you know. They just got talent at every point on the floor, and you just break down at any point, and they're gonna make you pay for it.
Maverick with it, hands it off to Wolf. Wolf, 7-foot push shot up and in.
His first bucket of the night. 27-13 in favor of the Eagles.
Maverick trying to jump that passing lane. Now Loggy winds up with it, goes inside. Ball knocked around and loose. It's on the deck, and somehow Eugene winds up with it. Going up into contact is Engelbrett, and he went through Maverick to get that one to go.
His first bucket of the night.
Marshall with it on the baseline. Marshall inside, tough shot up. That might have been blocked by Engelbrett and knocked away. Now back come the Eagles.
I tell you, Marshall is fearless at the rim, but just the size was too much for him to overcome that time.
I think Marshall might have been called for the foul on that drive there by Eugene. They say it's on the floor, so baseline inbound coming up. Willoughby will check in for Marshall.
Marshall picking up his second foul of the night.
29-13, 6:43 left to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Baseline inbound for the Eagles. They get it in. And Osage sticks with their 2-3 zone. Now just getting a step on the baseline, can't get it to go, but gets his own offensive rebound. Ball knocked away. Maverick comes up with it, kicks it up ahead to Clark. Clark hands it off for Wall. Wall takes the contact, can't finish, but he'll be at the free throw line.
Nice board there. Coming back the other way. Bush, man, it just seems like not a bucket he's going to miss very many times.
First free throw, no good. Yeah, point blank right at the rim. One of the few X's you're going to see on their shot chart. That is where a lot of their shots have come so far. Second free throw, good from Wall. Substitution on the floor.
Harrison coming back in. We've got Wall getting a breather.
Eugene with the basketball and a 15-point lead. 29-14 here in the second quarter. 6 minutes left to go. This is Loggy with it. Over to Engelbrecht. He's got Harrison in front of him. Hands it off to Richard. Trying to go inside to Biddle. Biddle on the deck. Lost a handle on it. Now both players down on the floor for a jump ball. It's going to go back to the Indians.
Hey, any way we can get a stop, that's got to happen. Nice job by Willoughby getting his hands in there again. Everybody's going to the floor, and he says, hey, you got the ball in your hands. I'm going to put him on there too. Jump ball.
Maverick with it for the Indians. Picks it up in the corner. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. That pass blocked and knocked away by Loggy. Now he loses it, and Brady Clark picks it up, and he's fouled, trying to go down the floor. I think we're going to call that one on Bush. Second team foul for the Eagles here in this quarter.
First on Bush.
Good crowd here tonight for this game. Of course, these two towns, pretty much the two closest towns, I'd say. You could probably maybe throw Versailles in there, but I think Eugene and Osage are probably the two closest schools to Eldon. Steve, go get your measuring tape.
Of course, Eldon playing Camdenton just before this, so they certainly drew in the crowd.
Beautiful extra pass there from Blake Harrison. He found himself underneath the backboard, and the bounce pass inside to Brady Clark for the finish.
Clark with his first bucket of the night.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ball goes on the wing. Three-pointer up. Left iron, no good. They're going to call a push foul on the rebound as Clark had it for the Indians.
Foul on Wilbers for the Eagles.
Now Willoughby will walk it up. Osage down by 13 with the basketball. Beautiful bounce pass inside. Harrison finishes the shot, and he'll go to the free throw line for one more.
Osage showing a little life here on these last few possessions, so that is Wilbers with his picking up his second quick foul here just in the last few seconds.
Free throw from Harrison, rims around and falls, makes it a 10-point game, 29-19 here in the second quarter. Wing three up from Wonderlick, back iron, off the rim, goes right to Eugene. Ball knocked away on the deck. The Eagles wind up with it. Now Deerhoff has it at 15. Ball knocked away by Maverick, but Deerhoff corrals it outside the perimeter. Ball on the inside now. Luke Wolf on defense, and he knocks the ball away, but knocks it right to Wilbers, who finishes at the rim. Not a bad defensive possession there from the Indians, but a much better offensive possession for Eugene.
Again, the Eagles getting second chances and taking advantage of it.
Clark has it in the corner. Skip pass over to Maverick. Dribbles in, goes right at the big man, just kind of finger rolls up onto the rim. Not the prettiest of layups, but certainly as effective as others.
Trusty's got 8 here tonight.
Deerhoff with it. Now gives it back over to Wonderlick. Wonderlick dribbles in. Good help defense there by Clark, but they're going to say they got him on the arm. 2 free throws coming up for Wonderlick.
Clark picking up the foul, his first of the night.
First free throw rims around and falls.
Wonderlick with 9 tonight, trying to make it 10. He doesn't miss much.
Second free throw good. 33-21. Now some full court pressure from Eugene. They're going to call that foul on Loggy as Wolf got it in the backcourt and was trying to turn to look down the floor. Now, unfortunately, that's the 5th team foul for Eugene halfway through this quarter, so it's going to be free throws for the Indians the rest of the way.
Eagles up 33-21.
First free throw from Wolf, back iron, no good. Got one more coming up. Substitution on the floor for the Indians. It's Robert Dubbs checking in for Maverick Trusty. Second free throw from Wolf falls. 33-22 now.
Dubbs not getting quite the welcome he does on his home floor.
Yeah, much more appreciated at court warming. The king, Robert Dubbs.
He was the star of the night. Three-pointer at the buzzer.
Post-game interview. Deerhoff offensive rebound and tough putback And if the Indians could just get the rebound off the first miss, probably be a bit of a different game, but Eugene doing a great job on the offensive glass, and right there they make that shot difficult for Harrison and come down with the defensive board. Now into the lane, another offensive rebound and another putback for Eugene. Athletic play there from the Eagles. Willoughby picks up his dribble, gives it over to Clark. Up top to Dubs, back over to Clark. Clark loses it from behind. Now ball kicked up ahead. Wilbers tries to save it from going out of bounds, but Robert Dubs makes the save and picks it off. Now Dubs brings it up, goes to Willoughby. Over to Clark. Clark dribbles in, picks up his dribble, trying to find Harrison on the block. Harrison pump fakes, tough shot, no good. Rebound comes down. Harrison has it, lost it, now gathers it again. Looking to go inside, finds Dubs on the wing. Three-pointer up for Robert. It's no good. Weak side rebound tracked down by Harrison. Now he loses it out of bounds. They say off Eugene, stays here with the Indians. Good look there for Dubs. Couldn't get it to go. 37-22 on the scoreboard. 2:42 left to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control.
Trust you back on the floor.
I think Luke Wolf might have a bloody nose.
Gotcha. He's getting a little. He was escorted to the side there. Richard trying to help him out a little bit. Knew that he was not doing well.
So we'll have to get a substitution on the floor for him.
We got some mess to clean up on the floor a little bit, too. He was kind of leaving a trail.
Where's Aiden Williams?
He just does sweat and perspiration.
Oh, that's
it.
He's just
blood.
a sweat cleanup guy? Yeah, you probably need like a blood specialist there. Looks like we're going to take a timeout on the floor for this. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. 2:42 left to go here in the second quarter. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Back to Osage Indians basketball on Cool 102.7.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, second quarter action. Luke Wolf coming up with a bloody nose after that contact on the last play. Trying to clean it up off the floor. So kind of an impromptu timeout here for the team. No one charged with one. Look at this. Coach Kelly Henshaw out there on blood cleanup duty.
You never know what you're going to have to do as an assistant coach there.
That's right. You think Jeffrey was like, Dad, go take care of this? I doubt.
No.
I doubt that was the conversation that was had there, but kudos to Kelly Henshaw for going out there and helping out with that. So it'll be the Indians ball on the baseline. They are down by 15, 37-22 with 2:42 left to go here in the second quarter. Waiting for the score keepers to get to their positions. You can't just go without them there, Steve.
Everybody's multitasking here tonight.
Well, I'm not.
Okay, goodness.
I'm just watching this game, saying what I see. Off the inbound, Willoughby trying to go up and over with that pass knocked away by Bush. And they'll have Maverick throw it in now. Now off the inbound goes to Willoughby in the corner. Up top the wall, over to Dubs. Back over to Willoughby. Trying to go inside. They do so to Wall. Wall tips it out as he lost a handle on it, but it goes right to Bush. Now Harrison jumps that passing lane, comes up with the steal. One-on-one against Wunderlich. Tries to go behind the back, but Wunderlich knocks it away. Now Eugene with numbers back the other way. Wilbers with the easy basket in the 2-on-1. Maverick with it up top. 14-foot floater from Willoughby, and he gets the answer. 39-24 now.
His second bucket of the night.
Eugene maybe wanting to slow it down a bit here, but they have been more than happy to play at pace when the Indians have wanted them to. Saw it on that last transition there where they got the easy bucket at the rim. Now out near the sideline. This is Richard with it. Gives it over to Bush up top, picked up by Harrison. Doves trying to post up Deerhoff. Willoughby coming from the help side, knocks it away from Deerhoff and gets the steal. Now Willoughby with it. Dribbles past his man, floater up on the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around, and Deerhoff has it. Looked like Deerhoff almost got a hand on that Willoughby shot to knock it away. It was hard to see from this angle.
I'm impressed with what just the havoc that Willoughby can kind of create just with his quick hands here.
You're acting like you want to call him Havoc now instead of the floor general. I'm okay with that. Look at Havoc up there.
That's what Mama calls him, I hear.
Havoc?
Havoc.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I can verify.
That's what I'm sure we'll hear from that.
Yeah. Nice entry pass on the interior. Wall with the help defense, a couple offensive rebounds. Putbacks no good. Ball on the deck, and Havoc winds up with it.
You're running with it.
Make it stick.
Hey, that was Willoughby there playing defense right there in the paint. He was standing among the trees.
And then Harrison goes right at Deerhoff. Kind of puts a little bit of a shoulder and an arm into him to create some space, but did a good job, got that space, and then got the finish right at the basket.
Eagles up 39-26. 20 seconds left in this first quarter.
13-point game. Eugene out in front here as we wind this half down. Maverick trying to knock that ball away, and I think he's going to be called for his first foul, just the third on the Indians here in this quarter.
Osage hasn't really taken advantage of this bonus situation we've been in here for
I feel like they've been on 5 fouls. Yeah. They actually got their 5th foul right at the 4-minute mark, halfway through, and Osage has not been to the free throw line because of it. Now Deerhoff hands it off to Wunderlich. He's in the lane, tough shot. He got hit on the arm by Wall, and he'll go to the line for 2. I think Wall was one to argue the call, and Maverick just basically told him, hey, man, they're not going to change it. It's not worth it.
Ethan Wall picking up his first of the night.
First free throw good for Wunderlich, though. That gives him 12 on the night. A Baker's dozen. You're not going to correct that? All right, just a regular dozen. Now there's the Baker's dozen. It's a second free throw to go, 41-26. Maverick with it on the wing. 5 seconds left to go. Lost a handle on it. Eugene comes up with the steal. Now back the other way. Hands it off to Wunderlich. Volleyball line three-pointer, no good. And that'll be the end of the first half. Osage down 41-26 after 2 quarters of play. We'll come back with the High V halftime show when Steve ranks it after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Rock Island Insurance, the pro team for your insurance needs. At Rock Island, they keep you on track with coverage you can afford for home, vehicle, property, casualty, and life. Juke the big hits. And let Rock Island Insurance block the way when it comes to your insurance needs. A proud supporter of our Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Rock Island Insurance, keeping you on track.
Since 2019, Sunset Tire and Service has been proud to keep our community rolling with trusted tire brands and honest prices. Need new tires? Sunset Tire and Service has got you covered. Plus the friendly service you expect from your local shop. See Sunset Tire and Service on Highway 42 or schedule online at sunsettireandservice.com. Sunset Tire and Service. Keeping our hometown on the road.
Between the winter melt-off and spring rains, now is the best time of year to check your home's foundation for any leaks or damage. Call PEP Waterproofing and Foundation Repair today. Locally owned and operated for 22 years. Or if you're building a new home, PEP Waterproofing and Foundation can prevent future water damage to your foundation or crawl space. Call PEP Waterproofing today at 573-392-1508.
This school and holiday season, visit your new owners and professional team at your local UPS store next to Deerbergs and Osage Beach. Get printing, a full business center, notary, shipping, and mailboxes. Your red carpet full-service UPS center. UPS makes it easy with realtor, military, and small business discounts. They'll pick up packages for you. Open 7 days a week, backing local schools and surrounding areas. Let UPS back you and take care of your printing and shipping. UPS online or at 573-365-6991. Allen Allen Floors is a third-generation family-owned business, reputable flooring company based in Jefferson City, specializing in a wide range of flooring solutions for residential and commercial properties. Ceramic, carpet, resilient, and athletic sports flooring. Allen Floors works with universities, schools, hospitals, state and small business, and individual residents as well. Allen Floors, Inc. offers professional installation services and a diverse selection of flooring options to meet the needs of their clients. Call Allen Floors at 573-635-0602 for an estimate. The quality will floor you. MMLC has 20-plus years of development experience that includes all types of water line installations and upgrades, sanitary sewer installations and upgrades, directional drillings, hydro excavating, and road construction for many municipalities and developers around the Central Missouri area. From start to finish, you can trust them. At MMLC, they strive to be the best contractor for the job. Give them a call at 573-680-6954.
You're listening to Osage Indians Basketball. KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the halftime show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, High V halftime show. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West on the camera, and Mike Forever Young back in the studio. It is the second round of the 95th annual Eldon Tournament. The 2-seed Eugene Eagles against the 3-seed School of the Osage Indians. And after 2 quarters, it is 41-26 with Eugene out in front. And Steve, Eugene getting it done. They are dominating the hustle points right now. I know you don't keep track of the full stats, but they have got quite a few offensive rebounds, and I know you don't know, I know you don't have field goal attempts, but it feels like a very lopsided turn right there, where Eugene is just putting more shots up on the basket. And when you let a team like Eugene put more shots up, they're a team that makes a lot of baskets, and that's how you find yourself in a hole like this.
You know, it's often, it feels like when you're playing Eugene, they don't need the second attempt. But tonight they're getting some second chances, chasing down those loose balls and getting the boards and just making us pay for it for sure. Definitely have a significant advantage in rebounds here tonight. And just the size, just their wingspan, just really changing what we can do offensively. You know, when you have maybe your number one offensive threat, Jackson Long, out because of illness, and then your second, or maybe right there even with him, Blake Harrison, but he's kind of been neutralized a little bit by their size. He's been getting some touches every once in a while there in the paint, but man, with this zone, they're just collapsing right on him, and there's just not much that he can do to get around that. We've had a few of our players kind of I'm impressed by Willie, a couple big buckets there just in those mid-range jumpers. We're going to need that. That's the open space here that we're getting in this zone here tonight, because we're not getting it in the paint much, and of course we're not getting many of the shots beyond the arc.
Well, it's not just Harrison that struggled. Ethan Wall came in, and he had some tough looks at the basket as well. And credit where it's due, guys like Deerhoff, guys like Engelbrett, Bush, they're playing on the interior for the Eagles, and they've done a great job defensively, making it very difficult for Blake Harrison, making it difficult for Ethan Wall. And when guys like Willoughby, Trusty, and the others are getting on the interior, they're having to really work to get those baskets. I'm really impressed with what I've seen on both sides. I'm impressed by what I've seen on both sides of the basketball for Eugene. I'm not surprised by it. That has been their kind of calling card for quite a few years now. What do you have as far as player totals for the Indians?
Yeah, I've got Blake Harrison with 7, Maverick Trusty with 8, Brady Clark with a bucket. He's got 2, along with Ethan Wall, Luke Wolf with 3, Tanner Willoughby with 4. Those are the Osage scores. On the other side, we've got Wunderlich. The scoreboard here has 13, Bush with 6, Richard 8, Wilbur 6, Engelbrecht 2, and Dorhoff 7. So, I would say that I think it's an easy statement to say that Eugene is one of the best teams that we've played so far this season.
For sure.
I might say they're the best. I compare them maybe to certainly up there with Southern Boone and with Bolivar. If I had to pick, I would say that Eugene's the best team we've seen on the floor so far this year.
Osage finds themselves down 15 here at the High V halftime show, 41-26. We'll take a break. Come back with Steve Ranks It. We're tonight in honor of the awesome hospitality room here in Eldon, Missouri. We did frozen pizzas last night. Tonight, Steve is going to rank appetizers, his top 5 appetizers. After this, we'll take a break. Come back with more High V halftime show. Osage down 41-26. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
This is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Now is the time to make the smarter move and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling at the Lake of the Ozarks or anywhere in mid-Missouri, call me, Anna Marie, at 573-544-3587. I can prove there's a smarter move.
She can prove there's a smarter move.
What's hot? What stank? Steve's here now and he's ready to rank. If you want to know the top 5 picks, just sit back while Steve ranks it. 1, 2, 3, he's making the list. 4 and 5, you get the gist. Fries, films, whatever's legit. He's the man, Steve ranks it.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, Osage down at halftime to the Eugene Eagles, 41-26. But it is time for the world's hottest mid-Missouri high school basketball segment in America. It is time for Steve Ranks It. Concept is simple. Every halftime, I give Steve a category, and he ranks his top 5 things in that category. We did frozen pizza dinner. We've done French fries. We've done sports movies. We have really touched on some very serious topics all season long, and tonight is no different. In honor of the awesome hospitality room here the week of the Eldon Tournament, Steve is going to rank appetizers, his top 5 appetizers. Steve, the floor is yours.
Hey, these are the ones that'll make me stop and pick up a few. Number 5. Crab Rangoon. It'd be higher, but sometimes it can be great. Sometimes it can be not so great. But when it's really good, I'm loving some Crab Rangoon.
That's a real hit or miss one. I think 5 is a great spot for that.
Number 4, kind of the same mentality, meatballs. Don't give me those meatballs that come out of the bag frozen from Sam's, right? I need the homemade stuff, right?
4?
4.
Yeah, okay.
You think that's low?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not 1.
You haven't heard my top 3. Here we go. Number 3, give me a good buffalo chicken dip.
Okay,
you know, a little spice with your cheese. Oh, I'm loving that.
Some people consider that a meal.
I don't know about that.
I think it's an appetizer, though. I agree with that.
Number 2, in honor of my father-in-law, who makes these every year at Thanksgiving after the big meal, jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Not a bad one. I'm okay with that.
And here we go. Number 1, I think you're going to like it. Anything wrapped in bacon. I'm just telling you, take a strip of bacon, you put it around it. That's number 1 on the list.
No, because I've seen like green beans and stuff wrapped in bacon, and I'm just not interested in that.
Here's the deal. Bacon saves everything.
What about bacon wrapped bacon? You ever seen that?
Oh, I'm in.
Bacon wrapped, deep fried Oreos at the county fair. Bacon wrapped anything. That's Steve's top 5 appetizers. As we get set for the third quarter to start, this third quarter brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. Winner will play for the championship on Saturday. Opponent unknown, as there is still one more game to go tonight. It's going to be between Boonville and Smith Cotton. It'll be the final game of the night here. And then we'll know who will play for third and who will play for a championship. Is your father-in-law going to be upset that his jalapeno poppers aren't number 1?
I don't think he'll ever know. I'm pretty sure he's not listening to that.
I just texted him. Shot up, no good. Clark down with the rebound. He goes right at Wonderlick. Reverse layup from Brady Clark to get the Indians on the board here in the third.
He's got 4 in the night, 41-28 in favor of the Eagles.
Nice job there by Clark. Just got that rebound and immediately took off down the floor to get the layup for the Indians. This is Richard with it. Willoughby knocking it away, causing some havoc out there.
Quick hands.
Ball goes on the wing, though, wide open for a triple, and good. You give any shooter on Eugene that kind of space, and they are going to hit it. Right there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I've got Richard 3 for 5. I don't know if I've got all his misses there, but he's got 9 here, 11 total, 9 from threes.
Harrison working towards the baseline. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Indians for a baseline inbound. 44-28 on the scoreboard. Off the inbound, goes into Maverick. Now here comes the trap. Maverick just going to dribble through it. Picks up his dribble, turn around, tough shot, fade away, off the rim, no good. Rebound down for the Eagles.
You've said that a lot of times tonight here. Rebound down with the Eagles.
Now another 3 up in the corner. Back-to-back triples for Richard as he gets the corner 3 to fall.
14 for Richard.
6 straight for the Eagles to extend this lead, 47-28. Harrison on the baseline. Pump fakes working against Deerhoff. Deerhoff not going for any pump fake that Harrison has, but a very difficult shot up and off the glass.
Yeah,
there's only one angle that shot's going to go in. Harrison found it, Steve.
Well, Deerhoff's big enough that he doesn't have to bite on any pumps. He just got to, stay home and play good defense. As you said, Harrison found a way beyond it.
Now Deerhoff with it. Back it in, picks up his dribble. Looking for help, kicks it back out. Eugene will reset here. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Wonderly gets a step on Trusty. Into the lane. Does a good job of not going into the contact, but misses the shot. And Harrison has the rebound. Now Blake will bring it up for the Indians. Hands it off for Wolf. Wolf loses a handle on it. Dribbles once. Now turn around. Shot up on the rim. I think Deerhoff might have got a piece of that one. Ball tipped around. Loggy winds up with it. Now kicked up ahead. Trying to go back to Loggy. He lost a handle, and Harrison has it. Gives it over to Clark. Clark, tough. Finger roll layup. Good defense there in transition from the Eagles. Layup no good. Rebound down for Eugene. Now quickly back the other way. Shot on the rim, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Saved back in. Eagles control it. This is Deerhoff. He has it. Lost it out of bounds. Off his leg. Back to the Indians.
Loose balls just seem to find their way into the Eagles' hands tonight.
That's what good basketball teams do. Sometimes they just have a nose for that stuff, Steve. Willoughby will walk it up, goes away from the screen. Hands it off to Maverick. Maverick with it, inside to Luke Wolf at 15. Works to Harrison on the baseline. Finds himself underneath the backboard. Finds Wolf, 8-footer. Push shot up in. Nice job there by Harrison. Kind of down in no man's land behind the backboard, but finds Wolf at the 8-foot area. And Wolf puts it up and in. That one-hand push shot. We've seen him hit that a couple times tonight.
47-32.
Wonderlick goes into the lane. Good help defense there from Brady Clark, but a better shot from Wonderlick just to go up and over him. Willoughby hands it off to Maverick. Maverick inside to Wolf. Wolf looking for help. Now kicks it out to Willoughby. To Maverick once again. Thought about the triple. Now gives it over to Willoughby. Willoughby dribbles in, lost it, but Wolf has it. Wolf over to Clark. Clark to Willoughby. Pump fakes the three. Now thought about the three again. No, instead, Wolf hands it off to Clark. Clark out to Maverick. Three-pointer up and good. The Iceman to Maverick. It's a Top Gun connection.
I like the possession there. Nice patience. Good passing, working it around.
Coming up on halfway through this third quarter, brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. This is Engelbrecht with it, picked up by Harrison. Good ball fake, got Harrison off the floor, now goes inside. Wolf on defense. Good D, shot missed, but another offensive rebound out to Wonderlick. Three-pointer up, no good. Ball knocked around. Eugene controls it again. They'll get a third look this possession. And they have been all over the offensive boards tonight. Multiple second chance opportunities. And just able to go up and over Brady Clark on that one to put the lead back at 16. Now Clark has it back behind the defense. Hands it off to Harrison. Harrison in the lane. Finger roll, reverse. No good, but he's hit on the arm by Engelbrecht, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Engelbrecht with his second of the night.
It cannot be overstated how many second opportunities Eugene has had tonight. And they're just taking advantage whenever they get those.
Double digits for Blake Harrison. He's got 10 here. I love what he did on that possession there. Get in the paint. You know, the size is altering his shot, but at least draw the contact, and that's what he did, and that's why he's here at the stripe.
Second free throw, no good. Long rebound comes out. Eugene controls it. 51-36 now. Eugene with the basketball. Just a little over 3 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. Brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. Wonderlick away from the screen, working towards the baseline. Kicks it out to Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht pump fakes the three. Into the lane. Push shot on the rim. Off, no good. Rebound tipped around. Harrison has it for the Indians. Now he'll bring it up. Kicks it over to Willoughby on the wing. He'll step into a triple. Front iron, no good. Weak side rebound down to Wonderlick. He'll bring it past half court. Hands it off. Long three up and good from Dawson Bush. And I mean, that was a deep three.
Oh, that hurts. That's 11 for Bush.
And he stepped into that one pretty confidently. Now ball on the deck, knocked away. Maverick tries to grab it before it goes out of bounds. They say he's on the sideline. Turnover back to the Eagles.
54-36 in favor of the Eagles. 2:41 left in this third quarter.
And Luke Wolf, who got busted open towards the end of that first half there, saw him getting medical attention. pretty much all the way through halftime as they patched him up. Looks like he's good to go. He started this third quarter. He's back out on the floor now as Blake Harrison will take a seat. Pump fake on the three, looking for some help. Goes over to Biddle on the wing. Now into the corner. This is Traeger Carrender with it. He's back in the aforementioned Wolf end. Now kicks it out. Eugene will reset it here. Richard picked up by Maverick into the lane. Maverick, I thought, knocked that ball away, and then Richard gathered it and just put it up on the glass, and it went in. Now trying to hand this one off the Wall. Wall, tough shot, tough angle. Nice job by Maverick finding Wall, and a tough finish there from Ewall.
Wall's got 4 in the night.
This is Engelbrigg with it. Over to Bush. Bush has it out near the logo. If you're on this side of the court, it's an E. If you're over there, it's a 3. Speaking of 3, one's up and good from Richard.
Richard's got 19, 5 threes.
Marshall with it on the other side for the Indians. Skip pass over to Maverick. Into the corner, Luke Wolf. He'll put up the triple. Front iron, no good. Long rebound comes out to Richard. And he picks up the ball right at half court. Ethan Wall jumps into the passing lane and had the steal, but just could not corral it before he has to go out of bounds.
Brady Clark back on the floor. The Magician's going to take a breather here.
1:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. Osage down 59-38. Again, no Jackson Long or Colt Butler tonight. A little bit of an illness going around School of the Osage basketball team. Ethan Wall called for the foul on that entry pass, so a baseline inbound coming up for the Eagles.
Wall with his second on the night.
Hope Jackson and Colt both get better soon. It is not a fun thing that's going around right now. And another long 3 up from Dawson Bush. And that one might have been a little bit further than the previous one.
He's got 14.
And he is just stepping into those confidently. So you know those are ones that he hits pretty consistently. Clark into the lane, out to Marshall. Marshall dribbles in, tough layup, trying to go around Deerhoff, but he pulls down the rebound. Now kicked up ahead, this is Bush. Bush working towards the baseline and just up and over Brady Clark. A tough basket, but he gets it to go. And Eugene really extending this lead out now off the heels of Bush. Marshall knocked away from behind, ball on the deck. And Wall going to be called for the foul. As Carrender was down there. And Wall was trying to knock it away from him. 30 seconds left to go here, 64-38. Eugene out in front over the Indians. Deerhoff has it on the baseline, trying to work over 2 defenders. Can't get it to go, but the easy offensive rebound and putback for Traeger Carrender. They bring that double team over to Deerhoff, and that offensive rebound is very easy to pull down at that point. Inside the Wall. Wall trying to go to work. And that's a tough finish. Catches just enough rim to fall. And the full court shot is up and no good as time expires in the third. Osage down 66-40 as we get set for fourth quarter action. We'll take a break, come back with the start of the fourth after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Aye, Captain, the seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and the crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Got a savings account for car problems you didn't see coming? Who does? Thankfully, Big O Tires has you covered with Big O Financing. So if you need tires, brakes, or any other type of maintenance, your locally owned Big O Tires can help. And if that's not easy enough, you can schedule your appointment right now at BigOTires.com. Easy financing, easy appointments. Big O Tires, always working hard to cover you and your vehicle's blind spot. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Schedule an appointment now at BigOTires.com.
Back to Osage Indians Basketball on Cool 102.7.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, 95th annual Eldon Tournament. Fourth quarter about to get underway here, but Osage finds themselves in a pretty big hole, 66-40.
Yeah, they lost that quarter 25-14. So, boy, it just seemed like anything that the Eagles tried, they got their way here.
Three-pointer up from Trusty, front iron, no good. Rebound down to Deerhoff. Clark, Harrison, Wall, Trusty, and Dubs on the floor for the Indians to start this fourth quarter. Deerhoff has it up top, picked up by Harrison. Wall knocks it away from Wilbers, trying to track it down. He will come up with the steal, and he's hit from behind on the layup attempt. It's no good, but he will go to the line. But a great hustle play there from Ethan Wall to come up with that steal and take it right towards the basket.
Wilbers with his third foul of the night. This is the third time that Wall's been at the stripe here.
First free throw is good from Wall.
Gives him 7 on the night.
Both free throws good from Ethan Wall.
This job is 4 for 6 tonight from the stripe. Well done. I'd say that's going to bump up his average a bit. You got those guys' numbers there?
I just took him down off the screen, but it was like 57%, yeah. I'm not a math teacher, so I don't know if that will help or not.
No, I just play one on TV.
7:10 left to go here in this fourth quarter, brought to you by United Rentals. Wonderlic working towards the baseline. Here comes the double team. Out to Deerhoff. Deerhoff kicks it out, swung around. This is Bush with it. He'll hand it off to Wonderlic. Wonderlic pump fakes the three, now dribbles in. Surrounded by 3 Indians. Push shot up on the rim, and Wall pulls down the board for the Indians. Now Osage wants to push. Brady Clark into the lane, lost a handle on it. They're going to say he got fouled on the arm. As he was going through the lane, looked like he was going to kick it out to Maverick there. But they call the foul beforehand, so it'll be a baseline inbound coming up for the Indians.
Deerhoff with his first foul of the night.
Isn't that crazy? That just shows how good of a defense he plays. Off the inbound, they just put Bush and Deerhoff right there. How many times do they tip that baseline inbound tonight? Speaking of tip, Harrison tips that one, and Deerhoff is going to be the last one to touch it. They're going to say a turnover back to the Indians.
We had some reports that Harrison wasn't feeling really great today, but he's played hard. He's played well here tonight.
Entry pass from half court, tipped and knocked away. Now coming down the lane, layup is good. He's fouled and will go to the line for one more. That's Chase Richard.
Richard's got 21. That Dub's picking up the foul. His first of the night.
Free throw is good. 69-42. Score on the board. 6:26 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Maverick getting a screen up top from Wall. Finds Harrison on the baseline. There's that pump fake again. Trying to get to his spot, up and in. Tough finish for Harrison, but he gets it to go.
Harrison's got a dozen.
This score holds up. Osage will play at 4 o'clock on Saturday in the third place game, and Eugene will play at 5:30 in the championship game. We'll have the call for you for the Indians no matter what time they play. Pull-up jumper is good, and that's Dawson Bush, and he has had a great second half here tonight. I don't know if you have the quarter-by-quarter numbers, but Bush has had a great second half. Now Harrison taking it right to the rack and finishing strong, 71-46.
Yeah, Bush had 6 points in the first quarter and 10 in the third quarter. So, yeah, you called it well.
5:30 left to go here in this fourth quarter, brought to you by United Rentals. Trying to go inside to Deerhoff. Now Wonderlic hands it off, but Ethan Wall comes in for the block. Dubs has it. Trying to bring it down the floor. Has the ball knocked away from him. So a baseline inbound coming up as there is a foul there. Nice job there by Ethan Wall, knocking that one away. Deerhoff kind of had that glistening in his eyes, Steve. He was wanting to throw that one down. But Wall did a good job of knocking it away. Then Dubs out in transition, has the ball knocked away from him, but hit on the arm.
I want to say the Deerhoff probably doesn't have too many shots blocked. Well done by the E-Wall.
Now off the inbound. Oh, Dubs knocked to the floor on the inbound as he and Richard collide over there. And there's got to be some kind of punishment for taking down the king like that. Back in the day,
you might lose your head.
You might get all kinds of crazy punishments for hitting the king like that. But helping Robert Doves up, that was really cool, Richard. Sportsmanship alive and well here. Maverick trying to go inside to Harrison. That ball lost. Harrison, as Eugene lost the basketball, Harrison dove on the floor for it and then manages to get the timeout for the Indians.
I was trying to figure out if was that a coach's called timeout here?
Yeah, it looked like Coach Henshaw got the timeout. I think Harrison was trying to get it too, but either one could have got it there. So timeout on the floor, just a 30. We'll keep it here. Again, if this score holds up, Osage will play at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and we'll have the call for you right here on 102.7 as well as MoSportsZone.com. And then the championship game will take place after that. Earlier in the evening, Versailles lost to Fatima in a super competitive game. As a matter of fact, Versailles led that game for the majority of 3 quarters before Fatima came back, took the lead in the 4th, and brought home the win. And then in the game after that, a very good game between Camdenton and Eldon. Back and forth affair, came down to the final few possessions, and Camdenton took home a 3-point win.
I'm sure Camdenton feels good just about finishing. I think they had a pretty good lead early, and that would have been the second night in a row they failed to close out a game.
Now off the inbound. Doves has it, goes inside to Wolf. Wolf, fadeaway hook shot, no good. Rebound down for the Eagles. 5 minutes left to go here. Osage down 71-46. Long 3 on the wing, up and good. And if you give Richard that kind of space out there, he is going to hit that shot. That's exactly what happened.
Makes it look easy. He's got 25 on the night.
Luke Wolf, turnaround 15-footer up and in. Now you notice, even though this game is a bit of a lopsided affair, not much of a bench for Coach Henshaw to go to. That's because the junior varsity squad playing a game in Cole Camp tonight. Usually we see Blaine Sperling, Eddie Majersic, and Caden White down there, but they are in Cole Camp tonight. Just 8 players total for School of the Osage. Wunderlich, a tough finish. Looked like an offensive charge potentially, but manages to gather it and put it up and in. Now this is Wall with it at 15, cross court, over to Marshall. Tough baseline jumper from Marshall, no good. Wall has the rebound, kicks it out to Dub. Willoughby up top for the triple,
yes.
And the three-pointer is good for Havoc. I gotta change all my graphics, Steve.
This is all you. Just want to say, it's all you. 76-51 in favor of the Eagles. 4 minutes left in this contest.
Wall blocks Wunderlich, but he's able to regather. And Ewall has had a couple blocks now here.
He's earning that nickname, Ewall.
Backside, Bush going one-on-one. Scoop shot on the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound twice. And then back up and then just padding his stats, Steve. Respect.
Keeping me busy.
Back the other way, here comes Marshall, out to Willoughby. Willoughby's got 7 tonight. He gives it back to Marshall, working the baseline, out to Doves. Doves will step into a 3, back iron, no good. Wunderlich with the weak side rebound. He'll kick it up ahead to Bush. Bush working against Wall. And I think Wall got a piece of that one, Steve. So another block for Wall. Now kicked up ahead. This is Marshall back behind the defense. Scoop layup up and in, and we've seen Tyler Marshall do that so many times in his basketball career at Osage.
His first bucket of the night. He's had to alter his shot a little bit, but if he's having a hard time getting it in, it's a tough night.
Now a very long 3 up and no good. Save back in. The Indians come up with it. Marshall will dribble it up, hand it off to Willoughby. He'll pump fake the 3, now steps in, tough floater, up on the rim, no good. Wall has the rebound, and before he can go back and up with it, he is fouled on the floor. So a baseline inbound coming up for the Indians. 2:40 left to go here, just a 25-point disparity, so no running clock yet.
Third foul for Engelbrecht.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's going to be 5 on Eugene as a team. So free throws are coming up for Wall.
It looks like
they were getting ready to sub all 5 players out, but they have to stay in for the first free throw. First free throw rolls in. Now he came into tonight a 52.9% free throw shooter.
5 for 7 is what I've got.
If he gets this one, he'll have double digits on the night, which is saying something against this interior Eugene defense.
Look at that. Knocking it down. There's his 10. 78-55. 2:40 left in this contest.
We got some new players on the floor for Eugene. Shot no good. Willoughby has the rebound, kicks it up ahead to Tyler Marshall. Marshall splits defenders. They're going to call an offensive foul there. Not sure about that one. Looked like Marshall was kind of going towards the lane instead of into the defender. Enough contact there, though, right into the chest to warrant the offensive foul, so turnover back to the Eagles.
He's got 3 fouls on the night.
This is Bryson Carrender up top with it, now going on the interior to Traegan Carrender. And Carrender puts it up and over wall, rebound tipped around. Willoughby has it, lost a handle on it. They're going to call a foul down near the basket, so it'll be a baseline inbound coming up for the Eagles.
Luke Wolf called for the foul, his first of the night. Or...
Let me put it on Willoughby.
Okay, I had that wrong.
Off the inbound, Eugene has it. This is Bryson Carrender with it up top. Swung over to Jacob Biddle. Biddle back to Bryson Carrender, now down on the block, Calvin Radaman. I think what they call another foul there on the...
That was on Dubs, I believe. His second of the night.
Three-pointer up, front iron, no good. Rebound tipped around, Wall corrals it for the Indians. Now throws it up ahead to Marshall. On the inside, tough shot there for Wall, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down for Eugene. Havoc knocks it away, comes up with the steal, kicks it up ahead to Wall. Wall trying to line up his steps. He gets the layup to fall, and he'll go to the line for one more. And I think he thought he might have a chance to dunk it there, but I think he'll take the layup with the foul. 1:34 left to go here in this fourth quarter, brought to you by United Rentals, 78-57. Free throw no good. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off Eugene. Will stay here with the Indians.
Yeah, so we're seeing several members of the JV squad from Eugene, and that's a squad we've seen earlier in the season, right? Played them at their tournament.
Shot no good, sorry, by Osage. Now back the other way. Robert Dubs jumps the passing lane, comes up with the steal, kicks it up ahead, and a left-hand layup finish by Willoughby. 78-59. Willoughby with 9 here tonight.
I'm pretty sure that has to be a season high for him.
Eugene with the basketball. Just trying to run this clock out as we are under a minute left to go here. Carrender with it. Lost a handle on it. Osage with the steal. Wall splits 2 defenders. Puts a shot up. Depth perception threw us a bit off here, but it goes up and in.
Wall with 14 on the night.
78-61 now. Dubs knocks that ball away, comes up with the steal. Great hustle by him. Kicked up ahead. Willoughby, he is fouled, and he will go to the free throw line with 15 seconds left to go here. Excuse me, 19. So, Steve, how about this for a stat? This will be the first time this season that Tanner Willoughby has gone to the free throw line.
Well, there you go.
Every time that I do the stats.
Does that make him 0% or 100%?
0. Every time I do the stats, I always have to put NA next to his free throw percentage.
No more.
No more.
He needs to make this one, though, because you don't want to put the other number here.
You don't want to put the 0.
There we go.
And he does get that free throw to go.
And that gives him double digits here tonight. Yeah, 10 points for Willoughby.
Season high for Willoughby. He's got 10 here tonight.
The havoc-causing floor general.
See, we give him a new nickname, and he gets a season high in points, Steve. Coincidence? Probably.
Are you taking credit for that?
No, not at all. Time will wind down, and that's how this one will come to a close. Eugene will bring home the win and punch their ticket to the championship game on Saturday night. School of the Osage falling short here tonight. We'll play in the third-place game on Saturday. That game will start at 4 o'clock. We'll have the call for you right here on 102.7 as well as MoSportsZone.com. We'll take a break. Come back with the post-game show. No coach's interview as Coach Yoder is out of town in Cole Camp tonight, but we'll break down this game and get you set for Saturday. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
This flu season isn't messing around. Per the CDC, it's the worst in 25 to 30 years. But it's not too late to protect yourself. Join the Flu Vaccine Clinic February 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. at COMC next to Hy-Vee. These free vaccines are available for patients 6 months and older. Get vaccinated and stay healthy. Plus, you'll be entered to win 2 tickets to a 2026 concert at Ozarks Amphitheater. It's quick, easy, and convenient.
COMC, the healthy place to be.
Unlock your future with Columbia College, where education works around your life. Earn certificates through master's degrees 100% online with no extra fees and no book costs. Move faster with accelerated 4 and 8 week sessions, plus personalized support and lifelong career resources every step of the way. This is Danielle King, Director of Columbia College, Lake of the Ozarks. Take the next step toward your goals. Apply now at apply.ccis.edu or call 573-348-6463.
The season's over, and it's a great time to inspect your dock for any damage. Dam Steel and CWD Supply have everything you'll need to get your dock back to like-new condition. From cables and clamps to bumpers and structural integrity, they've got you covered. Make sure your dock is ready before another season takes a toll. Located right on D Road in Osage Beach. Stop by or call them today. Dam Steel and CWD Supply, your trusted steel and dock people since 1982. Don't wait. Schedule your dock inspection now. When it's time for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency matter even more. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll get competitive pricing on Air Ease products. Industry-leading comfort built on over 80 years of experience and innovation. For nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed has proudly served the Lake area and Jefferson City, providing reliable products from reliable people. DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, where comfort meets trust, and they're hiring. Join their growing team today at DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters. They build trailers tough enough for every season, built to last, and built for you. From utility trailers to heavy-duty trailers, they've got the perfect fit for your to-do list. If you need a trailer just for a day, week, or month, DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters offers flexible rental options to fit your needs. Check out their large selection today. DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters, located at the Highway 17 junction in Eugene. Game analysis, stats, and more. It's Osage Indians Basketball. And this is the postgame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, 95th Annual Eldon Tournament. Second round action. And the school of the Osage Indians fall here tonight to the Eugene Eagles. Final score of 78-62. And Osage will play for third place on Saturday at 4 o'clock against whoever comes up short here between Boonville and Smith Cotton. But Osage playing tonight without Colt Butler and Jackson Long, both under the weather. There's some sickness going around School of the Osage and the basketball team, but I'm not going to say Jackson Long wasn't worth 16 points, but this Eugene team just looked really good on both sides of the basketball tonight, Steve.
Well, there's no doubt that if you have Jackson Long here and he's healthy and playing well, that he's going to impact the game. You know, he's going to change the game. But that works in both ways. You know, I'm not so sure that Eugene, it's not like that. I wouldn't say they played their best game tonight, right? They played well. They did a lot of things well. And just as a testament to them, you know, this is our 5th loss of the year, but our first loss in double digits, right? So we've had 2. We had the 1 overtime loss to Jeff City. We had a loss to Salem and Smith and Bolivar. I think we lost to them by 7, and we lost to Southern Boone by 3 or so. So all of our losses have been pretty close, within reach. Not tonight, honestly. Even as we were covering this game, it felt like really pretty early that, you know, just all those second chances that the Eagles were getting and making them pay here. It just felt like they were the better team tonight.
Indeed. So this dominant on both sides of the glass tonight, defensive and offensive. And like we said at halftime, when you give a team like this multiple opportunities down here on offense, eventually they're going to take advantage of it when they're a good shooting team like this, and that's exactly what they did. And now Osage finds themselves in the third place game against either Boonville or Smith Cotton. We'll find out as this tournament progresses on tonight. Steve, what do you have as far as player totals for the Indians tonight?
We got the Blake Show, Blake Harrison with 14. We got the Motor Marshall with a bucket. He's got 2. The Magician Maverick Trusty's got 11. Brady Clark with a couple buckets. He's got 4. Ethan Wall with a special night tonight. He's got 14, so he matches the Blake Show tonight. Luke Wolf with 7. And I guess maybe the outlier here, the surprise of the night here, Tanner Willoughby stepping up, getting double digits, getting 10. And then we just don't normally look to him to score. We look to him to manage the offense and just lead us here. But he had an opportunity to take some shots there, and he was getting that mid-range kind of just teardrop shot to fall sometimes when we really needed it. So kudos to him.
Mills and Sons MVP of the game. Who you got tonight, Steve?
You know, I'm gonna give some attention to Ethan Wall, the E-Wall. You know, matching Blake Harrison tonight in points and getting we had 3 blocks here in that second half. Just playing with all kinds of energy here. Love to see what he brought tonight. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ethan, too, just because it was so difficult for him and Harrison on the interior at all times tonight, really going against the big guys of Eugene. They had to fight for every point, so for them to wind up with 28 between the two of them shows you just how hard they had to work tonight. And with players being out, Wall decided he needed to step up, and he did. He came in tonight, played well, did a good job on defense, gave Osage some defensive pressure, so that's who I'm going to go with tonight as the Mills and Son MVP of the game. Once again, School of the Osage falling short here tonight, 78-62. They will play at 4 o'clock on Saturday, but guess what? Because Eugene advances to the championship game, we will have all 4 games covered on Saturday on MoSportsZone.com, and that action, I believe, will start at 1 o'clock.
They might as well tune in. You're not going to be watching, football this weekend.
No other sports going on. I'm sure Mizzou plays at some time. Not sure when, but yeah, you'll catch the 7th place game between Versailles and Eldon, and then the 5th place game between Fatima and Camerton, the 3rd place game between School of the Osage and either Smith Cotton or Boonville, and then the championship game between Eugene and either Smith Cotton or Boonville. We'll have the call for you all day long on MoSportsZone.com. But if you just want to listen to Osage or watch them, we'll have that call for you at 4 o'clock. But for tonight, Osage falls 78-62 to Eugene. For Steve Adams, Wild Wild West, and Mike Forever Young back in the studio, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool